Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Liz. So today we are looking into December 2023 and I say it every single year, but I cannot believe we're already almost in a new year. But we've got one more month to go here and we got lots of information. So I want to show you what we have, but if you are not new here, you can see that I'm not in my usual setup. So I'm going to explain a little bit, what's been going on with me at the end of the intro. So you can stay tuned for that if you like. If not, no worries. But I am moving currently. So I really didn't want to miss this December reading. So I set up a little table here. I left out some cards. Most of my stuff is packed. A lot of it is already at the place where I'm moving. So it is just very hectic and disorganized and everything is all over the place. But yeah, I'm really happy that I got this done in time because I wasn't sure. I didn't want to wait until I moved because you just never know, right? How long it takes to get settled and all that. So, but yeah, before I'll explain sort of about the move and we can talk at the end of the intro, but I wanted to show you what we have here. So for group 1, we have this snowflake. It's already very snowy where I live in Canada, so I thought this was the perfect, I think I used these last December too, the snowflakes. So here's group 1. Group 2, we have this snowflake. And group 3, we have this one. So feel free to choose more than one, of course. You could definitely watch all 3 if you want. Have fun with my readings. That's really what I hope you get from this. I hope it's fun and enjoyable. I hope it resonates. I hope that there is a message for you for December, but take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If a message isn't fitting, that's okay. This one might not be for you. But yeah, have fun with it. So yeah, I will leave the timestamps below. So yeah, as far as my life goes, I'm currently going through a separation, so I'm moving, which is really difficult and overwhelming, and just going through the house and packing. I've had my friends helping me, which I appreciate them so much. But it's overwhelming. It's a lot of emotion. I'm scared of change, the changes that are happening. Me and my partner, he's one of my favorite people. We love each other very much. We care about each other. We're not arguing or anything like that, but we are separating and it's difficult. I'm really scared. I'm overwhelmed about these changes. I'm sad and all of the emotions that come with separations. So I typically don't talk a lot about my personal life just because I'm just naturally a private person. I just typically don't. But I figured I wanted to talk about this or share this change with you because I do show my tarot room, I show my decorations, and a lot of times actually people can sort of pick up when I'm going through a hard time. I'll see it in the comments. But I thought about it and I thought, you know what, I'd really like to sort of share this change and what I'm going through, and hopefully I'll be settled in soon. I'm actually moving in with a friend and going to be renting a space from her. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting settled in and comfy because right now this very in-between intense time of like packing and everything, it's just a lot. But like I said, I'm so appreciative. I've got amazing friends that have helped me, and like I said, I mean my partner is supportive and wonderful. This is just what's happening. So yeah, I wanted to share that. I think I wasn't sure how my mood would be during today's reading, but I think I did all right. I hope you enjoy it. The messages we got tons of info, so much info today. It was really interesting, actually, some encouraging messages. So I was happy with what the cards showed us today. Yeah, hopefully I'll be settled in soon and I can show you my space, hopefully. I'll keep you posted, but yeah, I just wanted to share that. I think that's it. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I always forget about the usual things like, oh yeah, like and subscribe. I do have a Patreon page, by the way. So if you want to receive a weekly reading sent right to your email, you can join my Patreon page. That's linked below. And there's also some bonus content there. So if you want to check that out, you definitely can. And I think we will dive in. So I'll put the timestamps below. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your comments and everything. I appreciate you so much. I hope that you enjoyed today's reading, and we'll start with group number 1. If you chose the first snowflake, then this is your December 2023 predictions. So I'm going to shuffle out your cards first, and then we will take a look at everything. I'm in a different setup, as you can see, just because I'm in the middle of moving. So I just sort of created a temporary little setup here just so I could get this reading done, because honestly, I have no idea when I'll be set up and organized and comfy. I'm sure I'll talk about it in the intro, but yeah, lots of changes. Also, my emotions are just, I don't know, all over. So I figured, okay, right now I'm in a relatively okay mood. So I figured I'll do this now because I don't want to miss the December prediction. So what's happening in December for group 1? Choose some tea leaf cards, and then we will dive in. It's a little bit too, oh my goodness, a little bit too many. How many is that? Okay, we'll take those 3. Okay, let's see. You've got 8 of Cups, you've got 4 of Pentacles, and the Sun. All that glitters, okay? Seeing beyond. Yep. Patience. Okay, Horseshoe, you've got good luck, a change for the better, financial pinch. Okay, so I know you can't see everything, so we'll just do our best for now until I am in a more permanent setup. Okay, group 1, December. So I'm just going to look at the main themes that I'm seeing here, and then we can go a little bit deeper here. So, okay, I want to just address one thing that's really jumping out strongly. There's definitely a feeling here of like seeing something exactly for what it is, okay? Something at one point seemed super magical or too good to be true or alluring, something really caught your attention and caught your focus, and it seemed very desirable, okay? This situation, this person, whatever this is, but you're seeing something a little clearer now. What I'm thinking is happening for you in December is you're seeing exactly what this says, beyond all that glitters, okay? You're seeing beyond illusions. I think you're seeing things for what it is. I think you're seeing a particular situation for what it is. I think some of you are finding a situation unfulfilling where the appearance of it might even be a situation where everyone says, oh my gosh, like how could you walk away from that? Or, you know, what do you mean you're not happy with that situation? Or what do you mean, you know, you don't want that, or something like that, okay? It'll be different for each of you, of course, but you just realize it's not for you, okay? You could be having a realization about something in December. Something isn't as it appeared initially. You could be having a realization that something isn't really fulfilling about something. You could change your mind about something, which is totally okay as well. You got sort of closer to the situation and you can see it for what it is, okay? You see beyond what is obvious in December about lots of things. I feel like this is going to be about a lot of things for you. So I feel like this is allowing you to make a change for the better. I feel like you're walking away from something that isn't for you. It's a personal decision. I feel like it's not an easy decision. Okay, again, this could be a particular goal, this could be a person, this could be a work situation, this could be an idea that you had for the future. You could be walking away from, you know, something that you had sort of made your mind up about. I'm getting for a lot of you, you're changing your mind because you've gotten close to something and you're like, okay, this is not what it appeared at all. This might make a little bit more sense as December takes place. So keep that in mind too. Another theme that is coming up for you in December, which I think is a common thing for this time of year, if you celebrate, you know, the holidays, you've got financial pinch here, okay? 4 of Pentacles. What I'm getting for you, okay, so take what resonates. If this doesn't apply to you, don't worry. But what I'm getting is, don't put yourself in a worse situation by trying to keep up with people or keep up with, you know, the pressure, okay? I think that's a good way to put it. The pressure of this time of year. You know, the desire to go out and buy all new decorations. And if that, and again, I just want to reiterate, as I'm saying this, if that's something you enjoy and that's what you want to do, disregard this. I'm just saying, don't feel compelled to do things just because you feel like you have to, or if you don't, that you won't make good memories. If you don't, your family won't be happy. All of these things, we put pressure on ourselves, and a lot of it is because of what we're seeing or what we're watching or what maybe our friends are doing or what our family's doing or what we've always done. This holiday, if you celebrate, might look a little different for you, okay? Maybe your priorities are shifting. Maybe you want to, save a little more, or get creative, or change a particular, like maybe every year you and your family do a gift exchange, with all of your cousins or something like that. This year, maybe you decide to do like Secret Santa or something like that. I'm just giving examples here. But this year I see you, the main message I'm getting here is just not to feel the pressure to keep up, okay? And don't put yourself in a worse situation because of this, okay? So I think you could be sort of rethinking your priorities this year and giving yourself permission, I guess, to not feel the need to kind of keep up with everything, okay? And the pressure and the demands and the expectations. Okay, so that's coming through strongly. You've also got good luck in some area of your life. There's some good luck happening. I'm seeing you really enjoying yourself in December. Okay? I'm seeing you like really, there's this shift happening too within you where I feel like I'm getting like you're over something. You're over something. You're not trying to impress this particular person or situation or group. It's just sort of like, okay, I'm done. There's a feeling of like true authenticity and really doing what's best for you right now. What is best for you in December? I feel like that's a really important thing to you. And it's less about like, I feel like this is a big thing here with all that glitters. It's less about comparisons, understanding that things aren't always as they appear. Okay? There could be a situation with a person where you really see past a situation. They're showing you one thing or they're presenting one thing and you see completely past it. You really know what's going on here. So I'm getting that as well. Again, I feel like there's a situation where you're seeing it very, I can see clearly now. Like there's something you can see very clearly now. There's no more illusion. And I feel like for some of you, you're seeing a person for who they really are as well. I'm getting a lot of like honesty here, or truth, I guess a better way to put it, a lot of truth, okay? Coming out in December. And again, all of this is creating change for the better. I feel like there's a lot of positive changes happening in your life. I feel like you're sort of getting unstuck with something you felt sort of stuck on, possibly for the wrong reasons, or possibly getting something had to do more with someone else. I don't know what that's about, but there's something had more to do with somebody else. Let's read the keywords for this one, because this one's really drawing my attention today. And then we will, of course, do charms. Today I'm going to try and stay focused. Sometimes these readings go like 40 minutes long, which I'm fine with, but just due to everything that's happening, I'm going to try and stay very focused and efficient today. We'll see how I do. Okay, a need to see beyond the superficial. Okay, so that, going back to what I was saying about keeping up or feeling like you have to do everything just because you do it every year or just because this person's doing it. Like, I think you're seeing past that this year. And it doesn't mean that if you like those things, it's superficial. Just do what feels right for you, I guess is the good way to put it, okay? Do what feels right for you. If you're doing something and it doesn't really make you happy, then maybe you're really considering, why am I focused on this, okay? I'm going to shift my focus to what's more important to me. And that's going to be different for each of you. The desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature. So I feel like that could be happening too. I'm getting for some of you, you're not making excuses for a particular person anymore. You've had enough. Earlier I said you've had enough. You're done with something. That could also be what that's about. You're not trying to cover up for someone anymore, or paint a picture of something that isn't real. Trying to be something you're not. Chasing after every sparkly new thing. Being mercurial. Okay, so chasing after every sparkly new thing, that could also be what's happening too, is you're kind of letting go of, like, again, I feel like this really comes down to your priorities could be shifting too. I always get that with 8 of Cups, priority shifting. So that could be what it is too. You might find that this year something that ordinarily you were focused on isn't really as important to you. I feel like you're just going through lots of personal shifts. Okay, so I just scanned this. I'll just read a few things that jumped out at me here. So, learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? So again, I feel like there's something where you're really seeing something for what it is, and it might change your opinion of whether you want that person or the situation in your life. This one jumped out at me too. There's something, and take what resonates, but this is a signal to walk away from what you're contemplating. So there's something you're choosing to walk away from, okay? Because you're getting a better look at it, okay? So that's the protection message. You'll know what this is, okay? So if it's something you feel called to, that's not for you. This is likely something like your intuition is telling you, no, this isn't as it appears, like something's off. I'm getting to trust that. Also, it could just be more clear in December, okay? So it might not be so much guessing as just obvious, okay? With the sun, I think it's going to be very obvious. You're also getting messages here of patience. So I think that's also just be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself through the changes that are taking place with butterfly. Be patient with yourself. And I'm getting others too around this time. And the other thing with patience too, and seeing beyond, there's something right now in your life that isn't fully realized yet, or it isn't fully available or present or obvious. Okay, I think is a good way to put it. This isn't obvious yet. This change isn't complete, or something like that is going on. You're being asked to sort of see beyond what is obvious now or what is available now and see what could be, okay? So there's something where you're really being asked to trust and have patience because it's still forming, or it's still, I don't know what this is about. It'll be different for each of you. It could be something with work or a relationship, I'm not sure, but sort of seeing beyond what is obvious now connects to this card too, okay? So give something a little bit more time, have patience with the process, have patience with yourself, have patience with what's going to come, and trust that it'll be there. See beyond what is obvious right now. So if you saw the cocoon with this butterfly, you know, all you see is that little cocoon of goo, but you know, you can see beyond what it currently is. You can see the butterfly, okay? So that's sort of another thing I'm getting for you. I'll see if anything else is coming up. Overall, yeah, a nice month, I'd say. I do feel like you're sort of tired of some situation, possibly, or you're walking away from something. Again, you've had enough of something. I feel like you have a very minimal threshold for drama in the month of December, okay? I feel like you have very little patience for drama. I feel like you're very easily like walking away from situations that don't make you feel comfy or happy or like you can be yourself. You're sort of like, you've got a very little patience for that, which I think is a good thing. Let's see what else is coming in. There could be a message to save a little bit if you can. Again, for each of you, this would be different, but tuck away a little bit extra because it could be saying like things, it's a time of year too where we don't want to hear this, but there could be like an extra expense. So for example, my dryer recently broke. You know, that was an unexpected expense. So something like that could potentially happen. I'm not saying it's going to, but it is saying like there could be, I think that this is more so connected to the All That Glitters message that we were getting, like not putting yourself in a financial pinch to keep up with, you know, what you're seeing on TikTok or what your friend is doing that you don't really care about. So just do what you care about right now. Okay, so I'm getting that. Yeah, patience with the process that you can't see the full picture yet. See beyond what is obvious right now. Change for the better. You're making better changes for yourself. Good changes are just happening, I think. I see you having good time like with family and friends, some celebration. Overall, really great harmony. But I think it's because you're putting yourself in situations with people that you trust and people that you really care about, and avoiding situations where you don't feel like you can be your authentic self, or you don't feel like you know, again, you're seeing beyond a lot of things in the month of December. So I think that's really good. Let's get to some charms here. I apologize. I had to pause. I had to go find these letters for my Scrabble game because I packed my letters, I guess. I didn't realize that I did that, so I know a lot of you like the letters. So luckily, my board games were still available. I've also got numbers here. So let's get you some important dates for December to start. And we'll save letters for the end. So you've got the 23rd, the 3rd, the 2nd, or the 10th of December as important dates. Let's get you some charms. All right, let's take a look here. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay, I love that you have the sunflower and the sun card. That's really nice. Again, I think overall it's going to be a pretty like happy month, or there's something to celebrate, or there's some nice times with family or friends, because this is a charm of like optimism and having like a relatively positive outlook or optimistic outlook. Got the tennis racket here. Okay, something specific is coming through. You're getting a call back from someone you weren't expecting, because you've got guess who, you've got the phone. I'm seeing a few things here. Like this person, you're not going to expect to hear from them. Like, or it's surprising to hear from them for some reason. It could be romantic, okay? It doesn't have to be, but I feel like a lot for you, it is. Like you're hearing from them or you bump into them. It's like, oh wow, I didn't expect to see you. I thought you moved out of town, or something along those lines is happening. And this person, like you're just not expecting a reply from them, or you weren't expecting to hear from them. Okay, it could be a Leo. Let's see what else is coming through. Just my feelings here, and then we can... You got a lot about balance in December, keeping things in balance. I think that could connect to the All That Glitters card, the financial pinch. You know, could be lots of different things, but balance is important for you. You've got sort of this, there's sort of this feeling I'm getting for you in December of like wanting to do everything yourself, where I'm getting that's not really the best way to go about it, because I'm seeing like there's some support available, or some help. Like you're sort of like, there's lots of things where you're like, no, I can do this myself. I can carry this myself. But you're getting like, this could have to do with like an event or something you're planning. But I'm getting to stay in contact with friends, or like there's lots about like support systems here. Okay. Yeah, there's something about like releasing the pressure. Passing something to someone else. Like, is there something you can share, a task? Oh, this mask fell out. Oh, isn't that interesting? Because this really makes me think of this. Okay, yeah, there's definitely a feeling of like seeing somebody for who they are, seeing a situation, seeing beyond. But yeah, there's a lot here I'm getting about like, I'm almost picturing like 6 of Pentacles, like give and take kind of approach in December. I think is going to be really helpful. You've got a lot about patience, giving something time, giving yourself some time, allowing a situation to sit, giving a situation some time with your patience card. Could have to do with love as well. Yeah, it's almost, this person that I feel like you're hearing from is someone you had almost like kind of given up. Now, again, it doesn't mean you have to connect with this person or bring this person into your life or talk with them at all, but you do, it seems like somebody you had sort of like kind of thought, oh, well, I guess I'm not ever going to talk to them again. So again, it's up to you what you want to do with that information, but I feel like you could sort of unexpectedly hear from them in December. Again, it could be a Leo. I feel like this person's really trying to impress you. Like they're really showing off. There's somebody in general, there's a feeling of like showing off or trying to, like with the peacock, like trying to impress. But again, with seeing beyond, everything I'm getting, you seem to kind of be seeing past all of that. And again, you're getting that message with seeing beyond, seeing past what's obvious now, understanding that something is currently changing. It's not going to look the same. Seeing what else is coming through here. On the other side of things, somebody you could be seeing somebody for who they are too, that you've been in sort of like a romantic exchange with, like a romantic, like texting type situation. Doesn't mean it's bad, but I feel like you're seeing more about them, or you're seeing more into a situation that they're going through or something like that. Seeing beyond, like, a lot of this, like with this rose, it reminds me of like Beauty and the Beast. Seeing past like an illusion or an appearance of something, because you've got seeing beyond, you've got all that glitters. That's a heavy theme for your month. It's interesting too, because you seem to really be embracing your uniqueness, or doing something different. It's like you're not wanting to fit in December. You're not wanting to fit in. You're actually wanting something different. You're almost craving it, is what I'm getting. You're craving it. You're releasing the pressure. Like, I've gotten so much for you about pressure. You're releasing this pressure with all that glitters. Like, there's pressure to compete, pressure to keep up, pressure to appear a certain way, like all of these different things. You're really releasing that. You're sort of giving up a bit of the competition in December. Very interesting. But yeah, I do feel like you're hearing from someone you're not necessarily expecting to hear from. Leo. Could be Libra. Let's see what else is jumping in here. Yeah, interesting. Okay, let's get you some letters. And again, this is the Scrabble set, so I'll have my usual letter set. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, but okay. I just have more letters in my usual set, but I don't know why I packed it. My mind has just been all over the place. I'm just overwhelmed, I think. So, okay, so let me know what you see. Sometimes you'll see letters, or sorry, initials or names. Sometimes there's words. Look in the comments, because there's always really great suggestions. Okay. Do we have an aria together? That's the feeling I was getting. There's something like you're trying to do it all yourself, but it's saying that you don't have to. Okay, even connected to this card, if there's something you're paying for all for yourself, like let's just say you've got an event you're planning, or a get together, or a dinner, don't be shy. Like, ask, like, hey, you know what? I'm really feeling overwhelmed with planning this party. Do you think we could plan together, or do you think you could help me with this? Could you bring something like that, just as an example? But I think too, together, like getting together with people that you really care about, I think is important for you. Yeah, seems like extra important to you this year for some reason. Could just be because of the year that you've had, or it's like all of this stuff just doesn't seem important to you right now. And I'm not, again, like if you like gift giving and decorating and buying new things, I mean, I love decorating, and you know me, I love like putting together decorations and things, but really it's like this is what's most important. So I feel like that's sort of what you're, focused on this year. Sometimes we just have different priorities, right? Okay. Glow. I feel like you do have a glow about you. You're very like you're feeling like there's something very attractive and unique about you in December. Like people are drawn to you. You're like magnetic. With that 8 of Cups, the end, you are walking away from something potentially, saying goodbye to something once and for all. So interesting, the end. So let me know what you think of today's reading. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you for your patience with my setup here. Speaking of patience, thank you for your patience. Hopefully by the next reading I'll be more set up. And hope this was okay though. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. If you chose the second snowflake, then this is your December 2023 predictions. So like I said to group 1, I'm in a different spot. As you can see, I'm in the middle of moving, which I'm sure I'll explain in the intro. But yeah, for now I thought this would work. I've just got a little setup here. Body and soul, interesting. So yeah, I'm just gonna shuffle out all of your cards, and then we'll take a look at what we have. New life. Interesting. Group 2. Cleansing. Interesting. New life, cleansing, body and soul. Okay, I feel like you're really taking good care of your well-being as a whole in the month of December. And it's really interesting because that's sort of like one of those things where people decide to do healthy things for themselves starting in January, right? Generally, you know, it's kind of the thing that always happens. And this isn't about one thing in particular. This seems to be about your overall well-being in December is something you seem to be focused on, or the cards are encouraging you to focus on. So like, the way you're feeling, your sleep, I'm getting, is because this person looks really well rested. So sleep came in really strongly. So simply, I mean, we'll get into it too. We'll get more cards and we'll get more information. But one thing I'm getting is like setting up your sleeping space to be really relaxing and restful could be really important. But yeah, you seem to be taking care of yourself in December. And not even just yourself. Ooh, nice. Not even just yourself, but your space. Okay, because I'm literally getting cleansing. I mean, cleansing could be anything we're releasing from our lives, but for you, I'm literally getting like, sometimes when I see this message, I literally get like cleansing, like as in your space, your like decluttering, creating, like cleaning up your area. I feel like that's coming through really strongly, because I know for me, like when things are really, I'm not an organized person. I should start with that at all. So it's constantly something I'm having to check in with and work on. But I know without a doubt that when my space is organized or clear and you know, I've got some space to like do what I need to do, I just feel better. I just feel better. Like, and that going back to sleep, you know, if there's a bunch of things around your bed and on top of your bed and you're trying to sleep, and again, this is coming from someone who's like, I constantly have to, you know, take care of that because I'm just not organized. So I just wanted to pause there and mention that. But let me just look at cleansing, because I want to know what it says, and then we'll keep going. But you've got some great cards here, some tea leaf cards that I really love right now. You've got some actually fantastic tea leaf cards for your month. I still have to get your tarot and I think one more oracle card, but let me just look at cleansing. Okay, here it is. Drawing this card suggests that you've been through a very difficult situation from which you're finally now emerging. Okay, I really like that with new life. So it's kind of like, it's so interesting because your reading group 2 almost has like January energy, even though it's December. So it's almost like you're starting new things, even because that's the thing, we always save things for January. It's like, okay, in January I'll start this new goal in January, because it just has that, you know, that it's understandable because it has that fresh year, fresh feeling. But there's no reason why you can't start something now that you want to do. Okay, whether it's creative, whether it's something that's just good for your soul. something that's good for your body, whatever it is, something that's good for your career. I feel like you're really craving that fresh start. So I almost feel like you're starting early. I feel like December for you is almost the start of the new year, or a better way to put it is you're getting a bit of a head start to that fresh new year feeling. Okay. It says, even though you're nearing the end of this challenging period of your life, or perhaps you're already there, that's what I feel like with new life. It says you still have energetic cords or attachments that you need to clear from your life. Think of them as energetic debris that needs to be washed away by time and intention. Just as we can see the moon rise nearly every night in the skies, so you too are nearly always able to process upsets with some effort. Hope I read that too. Just as we can see the moon rise nearly every night in the skies, so you too are nearly always able to process upsets with some effort. You need to carry out this cleansing of your body, mind, and spirit, or you risk remaining stuck in the past. So yeah, there's something you're releasing, like an energetic cord. You're saying goodbye to something. You're releasing a hold or a connection to something. And this doesn't always happen right away, okay? I just want to mention that. But it could be like the first phase of that, okay? It could be like the first phase of, you know what? I'm ready to release this relationship. I'm ready to release this person or something like that. Okay, so sit under the moon's beams and ask her to cleanse you. Ask Archangel Michael to cut your cords to the past. Take regular salt baths. I love that because there's, again, like that cleansing. I love baths. I do find them so like re-energizing. It says, most importantly, set the intention that you're cleansing yourself of the past so you may face a happier present and a brighter future. I love that with this card. Once you're cleansed, you can start over in a way you may not have believed was possible. So this is all about energetic cleansing, but I do think like literal cleansing of your space. And on that note, okay, if this is connecting to something from the past, maybe before your new year starts, you're letting go of some objects or something you're holding on to that doesn't make you feel good, you don't want to hold on to anymore. You're releasing it before entering the new year. So I love that. So I just wanted to start there. We still have to get the rest of your cards, but I love that already. Okay, so group 2. What is happening in December? Ooh, 2 of Cups, very nice. Oh, very nice. Okay, yeah, oh wow. Okay, indeed. So for sure, this is a turning point for you, December, okay? It really, I can't help but feel, it feels like a fresh new year for you, starting a little bit early. It's like you're getting a head start. And not just, oh, an alarm. Do you hear that? Do you hear the siren outside? So whenever I hear a siren when I'm doing a reading, I always think of like paying attention. So this could even be saying like, pay attention to what you need right now, okay? Even things like, I even think of like drinking more water, like as I'm drinking an iced coffee, but you know what I mean? Like I'll go all day just drinking iced coffee and be like, wow, I didn't have a sip of water. Like that could be important to you. Getting fresh air, like all of these things that you feel like you need right now, I think is really important to you. But anyways, what I was saying was, this feels like a fresh new start, and I feel like it's in a lot of areas of your life because you have money path here. So a path with money is waiting for you to find it. I love this card for a few reasons. One of them is it's waiting for you to find it. It's not going anywhere. It's waiting for you, okay? So it's saying that there's an opportunity that's waiting for you, and you don't have to be afraid of missing out on it, okay? It's waiting for you. It's don't worry, okay? It's going to be there waiting when you arrive. Socially, okay, so both career, socially, pleasure with a close friend or some close friends. That could be what you need right now, okay? So getting together with a friend or having some more time with someone. You seem to be like refilling your emotional cup as well in December. So to me, that means, again, connections. I feel, I'll get into romance in 1 second, but socially, I feel like it's going to be a good month for you. You might also just feel refreshed and more kind of like energized to do those kinds of things. Because I know some months I don't feel particularly social, or I feel overwhelmed, or I've got other things going on. Whereas some months it's like, yeah, you know what? I do want to go out and do that. You just kind of feel like refreshed. And I feel like that's the feeling that's coming in for you in December. And for some of you too, this is about embracing new experiences. So for some of you, it also could be like saying yes to an invitation to go out to an event or something, or going to that one thing that your friend invited you to. Like something like that could be coming up in December too. You could be feeling a little bit more ready to kind of go out and make some connections. And then you also have 4-leaf clover, so great good fortune. So not even just good fortune, great good fortune. So an abundance of good fortune. So it could just mean that for you, this is an awesome group 2. It could just mean that December for you is coming with some good luck, some lucky opportunities. Okay, one thing I want to say with cleansing, new life, and the death card, it is requiring you to close one chapter. It's sort of saying like there's so much available to you here, you know, this money path, relationships, good times with friends, you know, this new life, but it's requiring you to cleanse or release a cord, okay, to something or somebody. Again, easier said than done. I'm not saying it's like a light switch, okay, it takes time. But maybe December is the month where you're finally feeling like, okay, you know what? I'm ready to start moving forward. I'm ready to say goodbye to this person or this thing. I'm ready. Okay, so that's what I feel like it is. I feel like you're not waiting for the new year to start things that you want to start that are good for your mind, body, your soul. You're ready to start now. Okay? Whatever that means for you, for each of you, it'll be different. But there's something you're starting in December because you know it'll make you feel good. You know it'll make you happy. You know it's fulfilling for you. So I really think you're paying close attention to what you need right now. I do think you're going through a lot of changes, but I feel like you're at the point of the changes where it's like the newness. I feel like you're sort of already through, just like this card said, I forget how it phrased it, but you're sort of already through the most difficult part or the most challenging part. You're not quite where you want to be yet. You're at the beginning, but you're well on your way here. Okay? Some of you are being more decisive in December. You're making up your mind about certain things. You know, you're really listening to yourself. You're listening to your intuition. You're listening to what you need. You're making up your mind. You're being decisive. I feel like a lot of you are trying to tie up anything that's like left over or finish some things off in December. So that could be connected to career. That could be connected to just creative projects or things around the house. Going back to the cleaning of the house, that could be what it is too. Trying to finish some projects or different things that you've been wanting to do. I feel like December, you're getting some things done. Okay, it's almost like, again, there's like this fresh start, exciting kind of feeling to your December that feels very much like a new year. And the thing with New Year's messages or anything about like, January, New Year's resolutions is every day is a chance to start fresh, like every single day. But I just think when we start a new year, it just feels like, you've got the full year ahead of you, but every day, is a chance to start fresh. So I feel like you're starting fresh with a few different things, and possibly even like routines. Again, going back to, I really think for you, like your space, like having like decluttering possibly or organizing, I think is just really important to you right now. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here now. Love. I'm going to get a love message because you've got 2 of Cups. You've got Ace of Cups. So for a lot of you, I see new love here, new love life, okay? This could be talking about love as well. Could be that this energetic cord is an ex. You're saying goodbye to an ex. You're saying goodbye to somebody, and you're getting to know someone else. This could be like flirting with someone new, going out on a date in December, okay? You could be asked out on a date. You could be kind of like feeling that first attraction, like, oh, okay, you know what? Like, I really like this person. Like, you know what I mean? Some of you could be getting back into dating, for sure. I think some of you, going back to the social thing, like that could be part of what it is too. Like maybe you're feeling more social, so maybe there's something you do get invited to and you meet someone and you hit it off, and that kind of thing could happen as well. I just love that you have the 4-leaf clover for the month because, good luck is always good. Okay, look what just came out, Spark. Yeah, you're definitely feeling a mutual attraction, a mutual connection. Keyword mutual, reciprocal, okay? You're not questioning, do they like me? You're not questioning, they're not leaving you guessing. It's very clear. It's very reciprocal. You feel like you can be yourself. You feel like there's an even exchange, even amount of effort. It's balanced. It is undeniable. There's an undeniable new attraction or new connection. Okay, so this could, if you're already in a relationship, don't worry. because this could even mean reconnection, okay? Reconnecting with someone or getting that spark back. You know, something could happen. You know, you could, gosh, so many things happen. Like people kind of ignite their attraction, you know, sometimes throughout their relationship. So it doesn't have to be someone new. I just think for a lot of you, this feels like what it is opening up to new connections. It doesn't have to be serious right away, right? It's just sort of like an opening up to potential new connections. I love all of this. Another thing I want to say, I'm getting to like really, I don't know if I said this already, but I'm really getting to listen to your body. That includes your intuition. That includes what your body's asking for right now, because there's a strong connection to like body and mind, body and soul. So your physical self, like what does your physical self need from you right now? Is it more water? Is it more stretching? Is it better sleep? I think that's really important for you in December, okay? Is self-care really, like, and we hear that word all the time. Like I feel like we always talk about self-care, and it's sometimes like, I was like, okay, yeah, I do that, or yeah, sure, I'll do that. But like, really, like, what is that for you? Is it having more baths, or is it getting better sleep? Is it going to bed an hour earlier? Is it changing your schedule up a little bit? Is it going to book a pedicure or something that you need? You know what I mean? Is it a massage? Is it going to the chiropractor? I don't know. Whatever it is for you, you know, really listening to your body right now, I think is crucial for you in December. So I think that's a really strong highlight to your month. Let me see what else is coming in here. You seem to have like this re-energized outlook on something. It's like this, because this spark could also be talking about something, you know, you're interested in, or something you want to do, something creative possibly even. So that could be for sure what's going on. Could even be connected to work because of the money path. Again, you seem decisive in December, which I think is really good, because you seem like really confident in yourself. So you seem quite decisive, quite confident. Again, re-energized, refreshed. I feel like your mind is very clear about what it is you want. Your intentions are very clear. You've got good luck. I think it's going to really show up in love in particular. Let's get some charms, letters, and numbers. But yeah, those are your themes of the month too. So we're going to do your charms and letters and numbers. So I did pack my letters by accident, but I do have, oops, this isn't, there we go. I do have my Scrabble letters. I happen to have left out my board games. So thankfully I do have some letters. We'll save those for last. First I'm going to do dates. So you've got December 1st, 10th, 8th and 4th, or 14th or 18th as important days. Let's get you some charms. September. Okay, oh my gosh. There we go. All right. Oh, interesting. I want to look here first. My camera keeps moving. Okay. Okay, you've got like the Ace of Swords in this like safety ring, life ring here. I'm getting it's like speak up about your needs here. Speak up where you need support, for sure, is what I'm getting. Like communication. Communicate about where you need some support right now. For sure, is what's coming through with that. You've also got Page of Swords here. You've got the Star, the Spoon. Okay, or it could be that somebody else is communicating with you about where they might need some support in December, okay? So someone could be coming in to connect with you or to talk to you about something that they need support with. You've got the Key and the Cage here. So there's a lot about like releasing or having what you need to like, some of you are trying to like, this is reminding me of Eight of Swords, honestly. Like this is giving me Eight of Swords energy. So there's something, you've got the key to release yourself from a particular situation currently. Or you know the answer about what needs to be done. You've got believe in yourself, okay? So I think that's important here too. Guess who in the heart? This feels connected. Secret admirer, possibly, because that's a locket. And then you've got guess who. And they've been I feel like they've been avoiding you. But not because, like, it's because, did something awkward happen? Like, that's my feeling. Like, did something awkward happen with someone you have a crush on? Or maybe you're getting, like, mixed signals from someone. Or someone's feelings are deeper than they're letting on. Like, their actions aren't matching. Like, what they're saying isn't matching. Something isn't lining up. There's something arriving in December that's going to bring about a sense of, like, peace and hope. Something arriving, something that's on its way to you. It's being delivered, because you've got the truck here with the star with the peace sign. Something's being delivered, or something is arriving. I am getting like you really tapped into your imagination. It seems to be like a bit of a theme I'm noticing lately, like wanting to do like creative things, because you're getting a lot about like imagination and creativity here. This is also about embracing what makes you unique. Believe in yourself for sure. The spoon can be about assistance, but so is this, but it's in regards to communication. So like be open about where you need support, or ask a question. Like if you have a question, ask it. Even if you feel like, okay, there's no way they would know the answer. Like there's a feeling of like just giving it a try, like asking the question for sure. You're very intuitive in the month as well of December. Like you've got a lot about like a lot about emotion here. Really tapped into your intuition and your emotions. Really connected to your intuition and your body. Feeling like re-energized. Kind of getting, again, like a head start on the new year almost. You're decisive. You're closing off things that need to finish, or you're ending, like things are kind of like getting completed that you don't want to carry into the new year. Cutting some sort of cord, or getting to the point where you're ready to release something. Paying attention to what your body needs. You've got good luck, you've got going out with a good friend, you've got something about a money path or money waiting for you, or an opportunity that could be bring abundance waiting for you. It's waiting for you. So it's saying like, don't worry how long it takes you to get there. Even if you're starting something new, it's waiting for you. It's there. Okay, let's get some letters. I'll just see if I'm missing anything else. I think that's it. I feel like whoever's talking to you, yeah, I don't know if you heard my voice crack just then. Someone's having a hard time communicating where they need support. Okay, so just pay attention to that, because I think it's important. Okay. Yeah, I definitely think it's important, okay? I think pay attention to your friends in December. And for you too, like where you need support, really communicate it, okay? Okay, December. So have fun with the letters. Look in the comments. There's always suggestions. Yeah, I can't believe I packed my letter set. I mean, this works fine, but okay, you've got the blank one, so that could be any letter you need it to be. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use this Z as an N. Have fun with it. Kind. So I think kindness to yourself, and then to this particular friend. I'm really getting that strongly. Use that Z as an N again. So talent. I really feel like with the unicorn, you've got like this unique talent or skill that I think you're really, I'm just seeing in general, people are really like connecting with their creativity. So that could also be what you're doing. You could be doing that with a friend, exploring some sort of talent. guys are always better at finding words than I am, so I think with the new life, like starting something today, not waiting until January 1st, like if there's something you want to do for yourself, you know, whether it's getting into a hobby or you know, doing something that's good for you, whatever it is for you, like start today. Oh, did you hear my throat? Okay, so let me know what you see. Again, check in the comments. There's always really great suggestions. But I will leave that there. I hope that you enjoyed your December predictions, and we'll see you next time, hopefully in my more usual setup. And yeah, I hope you have a great December. If you chose the third snowflake, then this is your December 2023 predictions. So as I was telling the other groups, I know this setup is a little bit different. I'm in the process of moving, which I'm sure I'll talk about in the intro. A deep breath, beautiful. But this is just temporary. I know it's not ideal. I'm trying to make sure you can see all of the cards, but I do appreciate your patience. Hopefully soon I'll be set up and settled into my new spot. So group 3, what is happening in December for group 3? Between Worlds. Wow, that's very fitting for how I'm feeling right now. So maybe you're feeling the same way. Maybe you feel like you're sort of in that really uncomfortable in between. You're not where you're coming from, but you're not quite where you're going. It's very uncomfortable. So let's see what else we have. Group 3, what is happening in December? Oh my goodness. Okay, that was a little bit too many, so we'll try again. Group 3, what is going on in the month of December? Group 3. Embrace uncertainty. Okay, so I'll just pause there. I'll get you some tarot. We've got some tea leaf cards coming as well. But I think this is the best advice right here for you in December. Take a deep breath, because I feel like you are going through some sort of change. You could be similar to me, maybe moving. Maybe like one chapter of your life is ending, one is sort of starting, and you're sort of in that really uncomfortable in-between time. We'll dive in more with this, but I think this is really good advice too. A deep breath is really great advice, but embracing uncertainty, embracing, you know, not knowing what's going to happen, because I feel like for you, maybe similar to me, a picture that you had of your future is shifting now. It's changing. Something looks different. What you were sure was going to happen is no longer as certain. So now you're sort of having to embrace like, okay, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know where this is leading. So we'll go a little bit deeper into that in just a second, but that's what I feel like you're sort of going through right now. Let's pull a love message. So group 3, what's happening in love? Okay, a bunch flipped out, so I'm gonna try again. We'll try and get one. Group 3, what's happening in love? Group 3, what's going on in love? I'm just gonna give them a good shuffle there. Group 3, what's going on in love? Group 3. Influence. Okay, influence. That could be so many things. We'll have to dive in and see what else comes up. Group 3. What is going on in the month of December for group 3? Compliments from an admirer. Okay. Group 3. What is going on in December for group 3? Oh, there we go. We had a couple fall out. And finally, tarot. So let's see. Group 3. What is going on in December for group 3? 10 of Wands. What is going on in December? The World. Beautiful. What's going on in December? 2 of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Okay, so I feel this really does feel like a very similar situation to what I'm going through. So group 3, maybe you're relating, the group that's kind of relating to what's happening you know, in certain ways, it doesn't have to be identical, but let's see what your tea leaf was. You've got vine, so seek out information that will help you, and family matters. So, okay, let me get comfortable here. All right, so here's the thing. I think first of all, I think you're coming to the end of whatever this chapter is, this first part of the card. And I say that because you've got the 10 of Wands here and you've got the World. So there's definitely sort of like a completion or the closing of whatever this chapter is. I feel like you've had a lot going on, okay? This to me is like the final push, this final sort of like push to close something, to complete something. This card can sort of pop up when we're like almost at that finish line and we're sort of like struggling to kind of finish that last little, you know, amount of whatever we have to do. Again, comparing it to maybe my situation for context, like something like packing, trying to get everything packed up. So maybe you're sort of going through something like that. But in any case, like it can sort of feel like that overwhelming, like last push, you know, up this hill, you know, to get to this, to sort of like wrap up this chapter. And I'm seeing it here with the World. I think this is significant because this is telling me that December, it kind of feels like one chapter is closing, or even like with Two of Pentacles, it kind of feels like two worlds are sort of merging, or you're trying to find your balance in a new situation possibly. That could also be going on here. I have to say, I feel like December for you is going to be a very busy month. I feel like you've got a lot going on. I feel like you've got a lot you're trying to complete. I feel like you have a lot you're trying to work on. I feel like there's a lot going on here. But I see you balancing it very well. I see you balancing it successfully. I see you feeling satisfied with the results of whatever it is you're trying to accomplish in December. I mean, December is just a busy month anyways, so this might not even have anything to do with this sort of between worlds message. This could just be the general energies. There's a lot to do in December, but I do see, again, overall the feeling is a feeling of success. For the month. But yeah, just a lot to juggle, a lot going on. There could be like a lot happening with, like, even between worlds, there could be a lot happening with work and then at home. So that could even be more so what it's about. If it's not so much about kind of being in between stages of something, or, you know, between chapters essentially, this could also be like you're really trying to balance two worlds right now. You know, some of you could be going through, like, some of you could, like I said, be moving or changing jobs and trying to sort of adapt to that. You know, you're closing off what you have to do at one job and then, you know, trying to balance that with your new job. So I feel like that's sort of, for most of you, what is making this month feel so busy. But again, the important thing with the World, and even with this between worlds card, like where this is headed, it does seem like an improvement. I feel like what's happening for you, as uncertain as it is overall an improvement for you. Okay, if you have any questions, okay, if there's something like a decision you're trying to juggle, or if you've just got a lot on your plate right now and you think some piece of information or some piece of advice would help you, the Vine is saying seek it out. Like, look for it, ask questions, ask for help, ask for assistance if you need it. Seek out information that will help you. So I feel like that could also be something that pops up. A question pops up, a problem pops up in December. It's saying the information is available, but it is requiring you to seek it out. So that's where you have to kind of like think about who you can ask, how you can ask them, like all of that. So I think that's going to come up for you in December. You've got compliments from an admirer. So that could be many things. That could be romantic. This also, for some of you, could be something at work. So your boss, for instance, could sort of see what you've been doing. Maybe you've been picking up extra shifts. Maybe you've been taking on extra tasks, or just kind of going above and beyond. So this could lead to like a promotion for some of you. But I feel like somebody's sort of noticing, if it's not romantic, somebody is noticing what you're juggling, what you're taking on. And I think that's having a positive effect. In fact, I think for some of you, this is, because I'm getting this as a few different things, and I'll get into what it could be romantically, but even work-wise, like I'm almost getting this as like, hey, did you see what they did? Like the things you've been doing, the work you've been doing is having a positive influence on other areas of your life, or on your work itself. So I'm seeing that. You've got family matters coming up here. So this too could connect to influence. There could be some dynamics happening in family, like this is making me think a little bit of like, again, don't worry, like if this doesn't resonate, it might not. You'll know what this is most likely, but there could be some like, possible dynamics happening within the family, within extended family, in-laws, or something like that. Some complicated dynamics, I guess, is a good way to kind of summarize what this could be, because you do have family matters coming up. But family matters, again, could also just be that there's a lot happening within the family in the month of December, a lot to juggle, extra commitments, extra things going on. I want to pull one more love card, and then we'll dive in a little bit more into love. So group, seeing you successfully, again, there's a strong theme of like successfully completing something or successfully adapting to something new. Group 3, what is happening in love? Trust. All right, so in love, another thing that could be happening is you could be dealing with a situation where your trust is being, I don't want to say tested, but like this could be a situation where like I don't want to like say that this is what it is, but just as an example, you might be thinking, okay, well, this person's been flirting with my significant other, for example, like they've been flirting, or what's happening with this? Do I have to worry? I feel like your sort of trust is being confirmed, or you're feeling that trust with somebody. You're feeling like, yes, I can trust them. Like, so something's happening there. Okay. This could also be saying like, don't worry about somebody else's influence or what someone else is saying. Like, you can trust this person. Yeah, I'm not getting anything overly concerning. Compliments from an admirer. This could also be coming towards you too. Like, if you're in a relationship, there could be somebody, giving you compliments or sort of trying to see if you're single or something. So that could be coming up. If you are single, this could be a friend, even a friend kind of like saying to you like, oh, hey, you know what? I have this friend. I think the two of you would really get along. So lots of different, you see what I mean? Like, this could be lots of different situations, but this theme will be there if it's for you. So somebody could be suggesting somebody to you and saying like, look, trust me, like, I really think you'd get along with this person. So that could for sure be happening. You've got a deep breath. So I think that's important. Like, I honestly forget to breathe. I know that sounds silly, but like, I'll catch myself. I hold my breath. Actually, I think my last reading, I didn't do the deep breath at the beginning when choosing the groups, and somebody commented, they're like, you forgot to take a deep breath. So it is important. It really helps you like focus, especially if you're going through a lot of changes right now. It's just saying, take a deep breath. What I'm getting from this is take a deep breath, take on what you can, don't overwhelm yourself, take it a day at a time. Take it a day at a time. I'm really getting the message to not overwhelm yourself, not overcrowd what you have to do. I think it's important for you right now. So in December, take on what you can. Don't overwhelm yourself. Seek out information that will help you, or assistance. If this is more so about assistance, seek it out. I'm getting for you to not jump to conclusions about something, okay? I don't know if it's connected to this or more about this, but I'm getting to not jump to conclusions. Seek out the information. Don't jump to the conclusion, seek out the information. I'm getting with take a deep breath. Take a deep breath before reacting to something in December. You may be required in December to take a step back from something before reacting. So take a step back to formulate what you want to say, to think about the questions you want to ask. This could be professional, it could be more personal, but to take a deep breath, take a step back. I'm getting to really not jump to conclusions. Let's read. I think I read for groups 1 and 2, so I'll read for you too. We'll read Between Worlds, because that's the card that's really jumping out at me here. So transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another. I'm really seeing that here too. It's sort of like you're almost like juggling 2 chapters at once, essentially, but it's only temporary. Okay. It says, between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. Okay, that must be why it came in. Okay, isn't that funny? I just said, try not to jump to conclusions in December about something. Take a deep breath. There's going to be something in December where your immediate conclusion or assumption about something might not be accurate, okay? It could be because you're overwhelmed. It could be because you have a lot going on, or you're feeling just generally uncertain about something. Give something time to get all of the information you need about it, okay? And if this is somebody influencing you to jump to a conclusion, try not to listen. Like, this could even be romantic. Like, this could be a friend saying, oh yeah, are you sure? Like, are you sure that's what's going on? Like, this is what happened to me. You know, something like that could be happening. Okay, so it's saying, oh, I love how it says that, because that's exactly what I was feeling. So between worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what's ahead. Cultivate curiosity. I love that with the Vine card. And trust the process of change and growth. Embrace uncertainty. Love that. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place, between what was and what will be, is the state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. I love these two together. This is really amazing. So to admit not knowing, there is great freedom and a power to be unleashed. So this is good. Like, this is saying embracing this uncertainty, allowing yourself to not be sure about what's going to happen is actually the key. Embracing uncertainty is actually something I learned about, even just like with dealing with my anxiety. Accepting, like, okay, yeah, maybe I won't know. I don't need to know that. I don't need to know if that happened. I don't need to know if that's going to happen. Trusting yourself too, I think, is key with that. So yeah, cultivate curiosity, trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. Sorry, I know I read this already, this part, but in the place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life. Within the divine matrix of consciousness, greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. So it's saying, like, what's about to unfold might not be what you're expecting, but embrace it. Embrace not being sure, because there's a treasure there is what I'm getting. There's a treasure or a surprise. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, what you are invited to see with curious eyes of a child glimpsing at a rainbow for the first time, do so and you will not be disappointed. When you are between worlds, you're invited to see with the curious eyes of a child. So what it's saying is embrace not knowing. Be curious, be excited, like, don't jump to worse conclusions. Jump to, like, yes, this could work out, or maybe I can manage this. You know, maybe I've managed the hard things before. I can do this, like that kind of thing. So I love that. You've got a lot about embracing curiosity too. Like, this card talked about embracing curiosity. Embracing uncertainty, I think would qualify as that. And then also seek out information. So like you're being encouraged to research, seek out information, wonder, ask questions. Like, all of that right now I think is really helpful. Okay, so let me see what else I'm getting here. Okay. A challenging time with a loved one may also be coming to an end as well. If you've been kind of like feeling very, unsure about a particular relationship, it could also be too that maybe the relationship is just shifting into its new form is what I'm getting. A deep breath. Yes, there's definitely a feeling of like, take a breath. Getting a strong message to like, do what you can. Do what you can. Don't overwhelm yourself. I think there's going to be the potential. I mean, it is December, right? This tends to be the month where like we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. Another group got a lot about this. I'm just going to mention it to you too. To only take on what you need to, okay? Ask for assistance, help carrying these wands if you need. Especially if you're already going through lots of change. Like, now's not the time to try and do everything for everyone. Maybe ask some family for some help. Some matters with family too, like this could be connected to family, different changes happening within the family. Again, I see balance being restored though. I feel like whatever this is sort of getting completed successfully or worked out successfully. And I just love this card too, because I always notice the streamers, like it's very clear where this flamingo is headed is much more vibrant, much more exciting. You know, it just seems like an improvement for sure. Although it doesn't feel like that right now. It seems like uncomfortable. A deep breath. I love that card. Love that. Okay, group 3. What I find interesting is I had highlighted this at some point. I don't remember doing this, but obviously I got this card at one point. So listen to this. I'll read what I highlighted because past Liz obviously saw something interesting in this. If on the other hand, fear surrounds the idea of taking a risk, be mindful, radical trust, and accepting the discomfort of the new. Okay, so this could be also about accepting the discomfort of the new. It doesn't mean it's not an improvement, but it's still uncomfortable. Accepting the discomfort of the new is called for as you move out of your comfort zone. So this could also be you moving out of a comfort zone. Ask for courage and take a leap into the unknown. Embrace uncertainty. Love that. It's a theme for you. And know all will be well. But know that all will be well doesn't mean all you have come to expect. Okay, that's interesting too, because that kind of like confirms things might not look exactly like you're anticipating. This is really cool how these 3 connect. Stories from the past may be molding your expectations right now and causing fear-based and unanticipated hurt. So you're sort of expecting a situation to not go well based on your past experiences, which, you can't blame you for that, right? But it's saying like, have courage I'm getting to like really trust in the unknown right now, as hard as that can be. Okay, interesting. So yeah, take a deep breath, just trust. I love these 2 together actually, like take a deep breath and move forward, even though it's new. And you might be excited, but even though it's new, it's still like newness is brings about a lot of anxiety. But I see you're doing a good job. I'm getting the need to tell you you're doing a good job managing everything that you have to manage. Despite everything that's happening, I'm seeing that you're doing a good job. It's going to work out with the world. Like the world is such a comforting card. It's going to work out. I'm just feeling the need to tell you this. Just embrace this time. It's going to be okay. So I want to get you your charms. Someone who keeps trying to call in, so I'm going to answer that, and then I'll be back. Sorry, I had to take a phone call, but I'm back. Okay, so one of the things I was laughing about is I packed my letters for some reason. So I don't know what box they're in, but I did leave out my board game, so I have my Scrabble letters. We'll save that for the end. First, let's get you some dates. In December. Ooh, lots of important dates. So you've got the 13th mentioned twice, or 1313 could be a significant number to you. You've also got 1, 5, and 8. So the 15th, the 18th, the 1st, 5th, or the 8th could be important dates. So just put those there. Okay, so let me just look at your cards again. It's only been about a half hour, but I still want to just refresh my memory here. Okay, yeah, so you had the... Okay, interesting. Okay, embrace uncertainty, the world, yep, okay. It's interesting because you have the 2 10 of Wands here. Okay, let's take a look here. All right. See you feeling quite secretive in December about something. You feel like you're holding something in, or you're feeling more secretive, or maybe not secretive, but like more introspective possibly, because you've got the Hermit card and the Moon here. So these 2 together are making me think of like secretive. You've also got the Diary here. I feel like you're protective or secretive of something you're working on. Like you're holding it close to your heart. I wonder what that is. Like there's something you're working on, or a goal, or something that's important to you that I feel like you don't. That could even be connected to the 2 Love cards, like with influence and trust. It could be that you're holding something close that you're working on. It's something to do with work or a goal or something that you're putting a lot of effort into. You're keeping it sort of secret. Let's see what else we have here. You've got Wake Up here. So it could be a bit of like a wake-up call in regards to something that could have to do with the information that you're seeking out. Could be in regards to something with family, but you do have Wake Up here. So a bit of like a wake-up call in regards to a complicated situation. Okay. You're getting like, with the stop sign and the crab makes me think of like stepping away from something or like avoiding something, because I just imagine the crab sort of stepping away, like sideways, like avoiding something is always what I think about. So there's like, you're getting some sort of signal of something to avoid in December. Like it's going to be, you're going to see the sign and you're avoiding it. Could have to do with gossip as well. Got a Pisces here. Got a butterfly. Oh, good signs in regards to money. You've got the rabbit with the purse here. So that could be about rapid abundance or some sort of rapid windfall coming in. Or you could be feeling quite energetic in regards to something to do with money. So it could be like an idea that comes up or something to do with work or information that you want to seek out in regards to work, or something that you could, could bring you some abundance, something you want to put some, something you're doing with work possibly. Interesting. But yeah, you seem to kind of be getting this like burst of energy or momentum or speed with something. Changes for sure, a theme of the month. We see that here with Between Worlds and everything that we were getting. You've got release here. Turtle spirit with the bee, or is it a wasp? I tend to think, because I've got a bee charm, this always makes me think of like a wasp or a hornet. So that makes me think of like feeling stung or feeling like nervous about something in regards to taking your time, in regards to slowing down. And I'm looking here, the little there's something about like being nervous about the time a change is taking. Like there's concern, you're alarmed about it, you're nervous, you're on edge, you're on guard. Got the leaf, which is about release, transformation. This one's interesting because it's making me think of a map today, for like just the pattern. It's making me think of a map. It's interesting. This one's coming through really strongly, like the rapid abundance or rapid energy or something, like a lot of energy. And then you're secretive about something you're working on, likely to do with work or just something you're keeping close to your heart right now. You're protective of it. You're seeking, I like this, because this is about like exploration and adventure. I like that with this seek out information that will help you. You're searching for something. You're seeking an answer to something that's complicated. And again, there's something you're avoiding in December. You're getting sort of like a warning ahead of time and avoiding it completely. Could be gossip. Interesting. Let's get some letters. Okay. Oh. I find myself just like sighing throughout the day, like I'm feeling scared and overwhelmed. Okay, this is a blank tile, so whatever you want it to be, if you need a letter. Okay, so let's see. Look in the comments. I'm not always the best at finding words, so look in the comments. Sometimes I see things. It depends on how much time I give myself or how distracted I am, or okay. Okay, what do we see here? See the word house. Okay, so Between Worlds could be some of you, like I said, moving. I don't know how much I addressed this one, compliments from an admirer. I think I did, but you're definitely getting complimented by someone. Okay, so house. I'll turn this W into an M, team. New, love that with the Between Worlds. And remember that world. One chapter is closing, another is opening. I was gonna say picture, but we don't. Yeah, we do actually. I'm turning this U into a C. Picture. Do we have an R? Picture. New picture. Turn a page. Let me know what you see, and again, look in the comments because there's always great suggestions. I really hope that you enjoyed this month's reading. Hopefully, again, next time I'll be in a better, more permanent situation. Thank you so much for your patience with me, and I appreciate you so much. I hope you have a great December. We'll see you next time.